Rolling 179. What up, brother? Down the hatch. Cheers. We just got Tony in here today. Justin's got other family issues he's got to deal with for sure, buddy. So good luck. So check this out. I'm not going to go into major detail, but throughout your life, have you ever had, you got a good friend that's got a girlfriend that's a major pain in the ass? That's like a Yoko. Do you know the phrase Yoko?
Definitely do.
You know what that is, right?
Yep.
It goes to the Beatles.
The Beetle Breaker.
imagine being that kind of bitch where you're like, you have a name throughout history now. If you're a girl that breaks up a band.
She just got an award too. I saw something the other day.
No, she did. No way. Did she?
She did.
Oh my God. Make sure you're in that mic. But really?
Yeah.
Well, then that really shows you what's happening with music, right? That really shows you what the fucking, with all these dumb awards that nobody watches.
Going to hell.
Nobody. We're going to music hell, dude. Hopefully in heaven they'll be like, there'll be Hendrix and you got Joplin. Everyone who died at 27 will be able to play for you.
Yep.
Isn't that weird? The 27 Club.
And there's a lot of them.
Isn't that a fucking?
And it's still going till this day.
Isn't that weird? Who was the last one that died at 27? Is there a new one? Is there a new death at 27?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can do it real quick. Died at 27. At 27. Let's see what we got. 27 Club. That's the 27 Club. Is anybody new? It's just all the old people. Older people. I don't know. I was hoping to get a quick one. Brian Jones. Who's Brian Jones? I don't know that one.
No idea.
But yeah, you got Hendrix, you got Joplin, you got Morrison, you got Cobain. Amy Winehouse was 27 too?
Yeah,
oh my God.
I think she might have been the last one.
What does that mean, do you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, let's really think about it. What is that? Tony, what do you think that means?
They all started too young and started getting into drugs too early and partying too hard. Most of them all overdosed.
Supposedly overdosed, right? Conspiracy can break into that one. But what does that mean that at the tender age of 27, that's when you overdose? That's when you die as a musician.
They were on top at one time and then just kind of leveling out, and it wasn't enough for them.
Do you think
they needed extra to keep filling on top?
Yeah. Check this out, because this is something, I think it's the same thing as maybe vacation, right? But we musicians, I hate saying we musicians, I hate that, but it's called tour blues, which means when you get home from tour, you go into a major depression because it's hard to acclimate back to life.
Because you're on the road and it's all party nonstop, and
even if it
fans and stuff, and then
even like as a small punk band, you're just trying to get what you get. You don't have a lot of fans out there, but even still, you have one goal, and that's to get to the show and play the show, and that's it. You really don't think about get your money, and you really don't think about anything else. And then when you get home, you sit around, you're going, fuck. You go back to your normal job or something, and some bitch is yelling at you. You're like, I just rocked a fucking club last night, and you're yelling at me for some bullshit.
So farting in your sleep.
Yeah, you see that monster farting in his sleep? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? The Californication. But I really believe that is a little bit of why these people are dying, but also. Is there something about that tender age where it is just a culmination of your success and partying and your body can't take anymore? Is that what it is?
I have no idea. I was never famous.
Couldn't
answer that.
Me neither. I'm just saying, because you remember when you were 27, I imagine you were partying more than you are now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
And we both anymore besides drink a lot now.
Yeah, and what's partying? What are we talking about here? These people are doing cocaine until their heart can't take anymore. Is that what they're doing?
I think so.
Are they done? Are they too stupid to be like?
Well, a lot of them. Some of them were doing heroin too.
Yeah, Cobain. The Cobain one, I actually believe he was murdered. I believe that because it's for the main reason is that Cobain blew his head off with a shotgun. Cobain was kind of a sissy. Do you think he's running around with a shotgun? And do you think he can pull that trigger like this?
There's those people in Seattle, man. They're depressed with that weather.
That weather will do it to you, dude. It is cold and dark.
And throw some drugs in it. And
Throw some drugs. Be a rock star.
Yep.
The biggest rock star.
Because at the time, he was the biggest in the world.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Cobain changed how music was. Because there's a hair metal, hair metal, not my favorite music, but there's hair metal guys that go, Nirvana killed our fun. Because hair metal's all about fun and chicks and drinking and whatever.
The grunge alternative came in.
All the grunge alternative came in, and then they were depressed, and they were talking about lithium, and they were talking about taking pills, and it killed the fun, and it made hair metal look silly.
Yeah.
Which I always thought hair metal was silly too, but I get what this guy was telling me.
You see them party though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I get what these guys are telling me.
Did you actually see the movie Dirt?
Yeah, that's good. Great. Yeah, and I hate Motley Crue, but I thought that movie was great, man.
I didn't know the whole story behind that, but watching that, I was like, damn, they were partying.
Yeah, I mean they did have a goal to be right there on Sunset Boulevard and kind of take over and be the party animals of that world, and then came along Guns N' Roses, and kicked the shit out of them in that way because Guns N' Roses was harder, it was cooler. Guns N' Roses was more like they added an element of punk rock to it because two of the guys really were into punk rock music and stuff like that. So it was very interesting, that whole thing. But I get what the hair metal guys are saying. Like, they killed the fun, man. We were getting chicks. It was good drugs.
Yeah, and then when it hit the 90s and stuff, they weren't cool anymore.
Yeah.
They were the old people.
And we're the 90s. We're the 90s music. That was when we started getting the music, right? So I guess we're kind of the ones to get rid of the fun? Cause
I never really liked Nirvana, though.
You son of a bitch. That's right. I remember you was telling me that.
I was never a big fan of it. I mean, I like a couple of their songs, especially in the 90s. But after that, I stopped listening to them. I can't. If it comes out on the radio, I change it.
Did you like any of that grunge stuff, like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden?
Nope.
None of it?
None.
So grunge was not for you?
Nope.
Very into it. I mean, grunge, it was called grunge because Nirvana was a punk band at the time. They played with all the punk bands in underground all the time.
Yep.
So it was like, and Soundgarden, all that shit, but.
I mean, I know a lot of the songs from the radio, but yeah.
Even flow. Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, it was, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool for a while because, I mean, I like angry music for the most part.
Same here.
Which, if you think about it, it's like if you think about our parents, our parents are like, why? You want it to make you angry? I don't understand.
Every generation, like we're looking at kids now, what the fuck are you listening to?
I don't get that digital weird shit.
Yep.
They're mumble rap and what the fuck, dude. And I don't like rap very much anyways.
I like rap though, but the new stuff is just horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's you can't even listen to it. But I guess that's the same shit our parents said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like their parents. Same thing when in the 70s and stuff, they were listening to disco and all that. And
disco,
what the hell is this?
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing when like jazz came in and stuff.
Like Kiss, remember? And Kiss was like the devil.
Oh yeah.
For parents, they were like the devil. Yeah, but
like my mom's first band was Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult.
Hell yeah, dude.
So when I went to go see Black Sabbath, my mom was all stoked. She was like, that was my first band I ever seen.
So your mom was cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
Your mom was cool.
She was a hippie stoner.
Right. The my mom and both my mom and dad like crooner stuff, like the Rat Pack. You know what I mean? Like they're into Roy Orbison, things like that, where it's like Pretty Woman. Yeah,
that's more my dad. My dad's more into that, but my mom was more into Black Sabbath and all that. And then when the 80s came along, she was listening to like Tina Turner and all that.
There you go. The women love Tina Turner, dude. They got fired up when Tina Turner came out.
I remember she was every time I hopped in the car, I knew what song I was going to hear.
Yeah, and then Ike. Then Ike got famous for hitting her, right?
Yep.
That's all he's famous for. Wasn't he a musician too?
Yeah, I think so, but yeah.
He was a singer, and everybody was like, nah, that's the dude that hit Tina Turner. That's hilarious. That is weird to be known for something like that, where it's
being a wife beater.
Being one incident, and then people are just like, oh, look, it's the fucking, But some people, I think it works to their advantage. Like Chris Brown beat up.
I was just about to say,
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Dude's still killing it.
Oh, yeah. And women don't care. They're all lining up and
women don't care, bro.
Yep.
Hey, look, OJ still got pussy.
Yep. At least he go to rest now, knowing his killer is dead.
What if he really didn't do it though? I know it's a wild thing to say, but what if the whole time he didn't do it and the guy got away?
It'd be too hard to believe.
I know.
It just.
What's even weird is that, okay, so say he didn't do it. He put out a book called What If I Did It? Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, because he got away with it, and there's nothing they could do after that. So he was
But
a free man.
even I don't give a fuck. You're poking him. You're like,
Yep.
like if I was OJ's
Well,
friend.
that's why he went going on a robbing freaking casinos for his memorabilia and stuff, because he thought he was untouchable.
That's right.
Then
he went to jail, right?
Yep.
That's fucking insane.
Because he thought he was just after this. He was like, I'm untouchable now. I can get away with anything.
But man, I guess he's a wild boy. But I guess, like, if you're OJ's friend, like if you're doing this and you got away with murder, and if I'm your friend, I may know that you got away with murder, right? So I kept my mouth shut. But you got away with it. We're all good. We're moving along, right? And you wrote a book. If I did it pertaining to that incident, I'd be like, what are you doing, Tony?
No shit.
Why are you doing that?
You just.
I go, bro.
Tiger right
I'd
there.
go, bro. I love you. I want you to stay out of prison. Can we not poke at him? You know.
But I think he lost a lot of friends though. Anyways, so who knows who's just around?
Well, look, I got a friend right now, and I'm going. What are you doing?
Oh yeah.
I'm going. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is crazy, and I can't talk sense to this guy. It's insane. It's crazy, bro.
Because they're blinded by these chicks.
Blinded by the vagina. I guess so, man. And he's not what's weird is he's not a guy that can't get girls. He can. So I'm not understanding what's so special about this one that you're going to burn it all down for.
Something different he's never had before. Who knows?
Is it? Is it different?
I don't know.
Man,
if you're going to be putting up with stuff like that, there's something good about that.
I think, if you love a woman, you are blinded by her bullshit, I guess. Yep. I guess. But if all your friends are like, hey, dude, she sucks, dude. We don't want her around us either.
You would think you would be smarter than that. I know I'd be smarter than that.
I guess I'd have to go, if people were telling me, if people were like, hey,
everybody's doing it.
I don't know, man, like I'd have to really ask myself if Tony was like, if you were like, hey, Ian, I don't like your girl. I don't want her coming over. And I'd be like, oh, shit, why not, dude? What the fuck? And, dude, I don't. Now, if you said some bullshit like, whatever, she flaunts her, if you said something gay like that, But if you said, I'd be like, oh, shit.
Like something like sincere and stuff and being real and serious. And
have you tried to do that with a friend? Have you tried to tell a friend that you don't like his girl?
That was a long time ago. I can't even think of who it is anymore.
I
did, though.
It never really ends.
And I don't talk to the person anymore either.
See, it kind of backfires on you as a friend.
Because it was, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago or something.
We've talked about that on this show before. Is like, what do you do? How do you approach your friend if he's dating like a succubus or something? You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, that's why we're saying it, because of my band, and not the incident right now, but another incident, not even incident, but just women are like, hey, I don't like your band. You need to quit.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they just do it. They're like, hey, I got to handle my family. And you're just like, and I'm not I don't get into people's relationships, especially if it's your wife. That's you, baby. I don't fuck with you. I don't even tell you no. I go, okay, the fact that you had to say it, you're out, no problem. And we're still good. We're all good. I got no problem with you or your wife, because you got to do what's right for your family. But it is odd if everybody in your circle hates her, and she shows up and you go, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how some guys deal with that. I mean,
and maybe I've dealt with it. No one told me. Who knows, dude?
Be that blinded?
Maybe. I mean,
who knows?
Because one friend, okay, maybe he's being an asshole or whatever. Two,
but a whole circle.
The whole circle. Everybody's like,
This sucks.
Hey, that chick is a succubus, dude. She's Yoko incarnate. Yeah, Yoko put herself in her body. Was like, you will destroy bands.
There's a lot of them out there.
You will destroy bands. That's so funny, man. She is and I've chosen to. I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna have fun with it instead of get crazy, because I blew my top on this boy the other day.
Yeah, deal with all these trolls and everything.
And what's fun is he was like, I understand. Like, he didn't go, Ian, fuck you or anything. He was like, I understand. He goes, I get it. And I go, okay, I don't.
You get that. Why don't you get the rest?
I go, then stop what you're doing.
No shit.
And then I still see more shit, and I go, okay. Well, I got to go to the next step. Then I got to do what I got to do. You know.
Who knows if she's in his ear and stuff like, you need to
I
protect
bet.
me. You got to do this. You need to say this. Who knows?
I bet,
She might
dude.
be in him doing something, just taking over control.
Oh, I bet.
Yep.
100%, dude. Wow. In fact, now that you just said that to me, I'm having little flashbacks of little incidents, little times where I'm going, ooh, what the fuck? You know, when you start to see a glimpse of it, you're like, ooh.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay. All right, well, fuck.
It's not even him anymore.
It's not him. He's
Yep.
saying different words. He like speaking different. It's really fucking odd, dude. The internet is insane. It's wild. Like what goes on, because it doesn't even matter. Like I was watching fucking rancid videos, you know, and then I'll see comments that go, I have to look at, for some reason I do get a little entertainment out of, let's see what people thought about this song from Rancid. It's fun to see. And people are like, look at these fucking pussies, you know, just like, holy shit, dude, I love Rancid. Or it's like, or like Tim got hit, he's getting hit with some bullshit. Have you seen that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't even need to repeat it, but yeah, he's getting hit with some bullshit, and it's just like, oh my God, the internet's wild, dude.
Oh, I see it all day. Just even,
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the crime page around here, and 7 people say something, and it just keeps going. It's hilarious.
Yeah, when I first started dating Jenna too, she'd post a video or something, and sometimes like on their videos, some dude's like, you look fucking fat, bitch. I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, but it turned like these are like trolls. Like a lot of these are just
they have nothing better to do.
I don't even know if they're real people. I think some of them are bots too. You know,
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? I think they're just in this
The
algorithm.
the AI bots are more new, and they're
Because
bigger right now.
The hate gets more traction than
Yep.
than not hate, than positivity, you know? So, but it is funny for a guy to say that to a woman and be like, yo, you look fat in this video, bitch. You're just like, oh my God, dude, you know? But you got to know it comes with the territory, I guess.
Yep, this is trolls. That's what they look forward to.
What a weird life. Your life has to suck, though, right?
Yeah.
If you...
See, I just like looking at the comments. I'm like, I'm here for the comments and just get a good laugh.
I'm trying to think. Have I left a negative comment? Not really. You know, I think I may have said like lame or something.
I think when I was drunk at the bar or something.
I'm drunk every time.
I'll say something stupid. I'm like, the next morning I look, I'm like, that was stupid. Why did I do that?
Well, it's funny. Yeah,
But when I did it that time, it was funny as hell.
because you forget, because like speaking of posers, there was like another poser chick that I was like, and she's doing shit online. I just typed lame, and I moved along, right? And then since she's popular, my message gets clicked because people like it or whatever, right? So now it comes back to
and
me.
then other people comment underneath it.
And I don't even remember putting it. So I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know who this bitch is. Like, what is this? And I go, oh, I was drunk.
Yep.
Got it. I was fucked up, dude. And I go,
It's the only time I do it.
Yeah, because I got I
But
generally
then the next
don't
morning I look at it, I'm like, well, it's already got likes and comments on it, and so I'm like, I got to leave it up.
Yeah, and these
Then the next day it gets funnier again.
and what's interesting is these trolls too is like they notice what you do to it. So their comment, they're staring at that comment.
Oh yeah.
They're going back to that comment. This is what I learned because I don't really know much about it. I just know I'm what you might call I post and ghost. It gets posts. I don't care once I hit it.
That's how I am. I don't even post. Like my wife does most of the posting anyways. But she'll look at it and she'll notice like, oh, so-and-so didn't like it. I'm like, how do you know? Oh, I'm like, what the hell? You're looking at every single person that likes it and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is...
Yeah, so people will go...
They're
start
obsessed with it.
They're obsessed. There is what they said. There's some dopamine that goes along with it. Huh. When someone posts, I guess some people, when they post, there's a dopamine to seeing a like, right? Ooh, that's a little bit of dopamine to me. Ooh, another like. Somebody likes me, which nobody gives a fuck about you, right? You know what I mean? Like what's funny is like I'll post something, I'll be in the room with more people that I get likes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like my friends aren't wasting their time all like, hey, Ian, yeah, we're in the room. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's hard to tell people, especially younger people.
Oh, yeah. They're all about social media. That's fucking influencers, all that stuff.
It's hard. Like I got
their whole life.
I got a younger sister, man, and you can tell that negative comments will move her day along. Like now her day's fucked from a negative comment or something. You know,
it's a nice thing about getting older I don't give a crap about what anybody thinks about me or anything anymore.
I mean, it is interesting to say. I do say I don't really care what people think about me, but why do I remember it then? So I must care something.
I guess something. You don't want to be really disliked, but
it's not going to ruin my life. But
no, as I said, as I got older, man, now it's even I care less and less.
Well, because we were around before the internet.
Yep.
We were kids before the internet. I mean, it was coming on weak ass internet. You had Earthlink and shit, dial up. You type something, T. H. It takes forever, yeah. And that was back when we didn't really know how to type well either. So we're hunting and pecking.
Freaking took like 10 minutes to send the email to go through until you wait until it gets sent.
So I think we were around kind of before that, and even still a lot of this internet stuff bypasses us, I think. Only because maybe also we have other people to talk to. We have wives and friends and family or whatever, right? I do really believe that some of these people, I'm going to say most people don't have people to actually talk to.
Well, hey, I'm bringing my wife again. She doesn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah. Well, she's a chick, too. Yeah. And chicks don't have a lot of friends.
They don't get along and stuff. She thinks it's crazy, and she loves it and stuff. I have probably 20, 30 friends all around me. I've been friends for 30 years.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, is that not normal? And she's like, no, it's not.
We do. Yeah,
us boys are different. I mean, we've been around for a while.
Us boys are different, and I think we lucked out. I think we lucked out in the time, maybe that we were born too. If we say we're lucky about being a little older, I guess. But that was kind of what you did. Hey, go play and make friends or whatever, right? Now
that's
you
what
don't.
We did. We went. I mean,
well, you didn't.
With us,
you had to.
We were by the park and shit. That's what we had.
You had to. We didn't have these devices.
Yep. We
didn't have porn on the fucking phone, dude. We had to go find a Playboy.
Yep.
So it's like, I think about this stuff a lot. I think about what internet is doing to people, and specifically social media.
It's ruining their lives.
I think
they're not going outside. They need safe places now.
I think
and all that. I mean, there's not even heard of anything like that when we were little.
Yeah,
words hurt their feelings now, and they need to go into a safe room.
The sticks and stones is gone, right?
Yeah,
like
everything offends everybody. Everything now.
Yeah,
all these new kids.
Because you get they get the dopamine, I think, by being a victim.
Yep.
I think that's what's happening. We're in a victim-like society where you're getting a dopamine, and where we didn't have it, we're the opposite. We didn't complain because we didn't want to be called gay. We're just, or we didn't want my dad to be like, shake it off, dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That was kind of how that went. I was more afraid of being called a sissy than I was to, like, I'd even fake like I didn't get beat up just so my dad didn't call me a sissy, dude, or my friends didn't call me a sissy. I'm like, nah, I won that fight, man. It's cool. We're good. But also, I think we knew how to take an ass whooping. We knew how to take a verbal ass whooping. Yep. Also, someone got us verbally, we can move along with our life. I think, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Till this day, you're still the only person that's ever knocked me out.
Yeah, but I mean, I know you say that, but that was like with boxing gloves, and we're goofing off, and I took an opening.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to get hit. But
I'm talking about as many fights I've been into, without gloves, street fights and everything.
Oh, right.
Never been down.
That's cool, though, because that's important. It's like, it's good training. You know what it's like to go out.
Yep.
So you know how to pop out of it and be like, ugh.
I was only out for a second.
Yeah. Being knocked out is weird because you come to, you only for a second, but it is odd. Like, if you get knocked out for a little bit, it takes you a while to come back. Like when you see UFC fighters get knocked out, and they're still trying to grapple, and they're out. Yep. They're still doing their shit, and it's just muscle memory, and they're just like,
"Oh, I'm loving the new memes. You seen the new memes?
Nuh-uh.
They get like knocked out, and like one will have like a tuba in his hand, and he'll punch him, and it looks like he's going down. He went down with like the tuba. Where
really?
They're doing the chick fights where they're getting knocked out like this, and they put like a broom under her when she's pushing a broom. They're hilarious.
The internet, man. The internet comes calling. Like, the internet is undefeated.
Yep.
It's undefeated with all kinds of shit, man. It is like, but now with AI, they're able to switch heads and brains.
They're doing all kinds of stuff. They're doing the voices.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they're trying to take over the music, or not the music, the movie industry.
Yeah, and they kind of are. They've already started with. I mean, when you see like Aquaman.
Yep. Well, that's all CGI already and
Same-
stuff. And
same
then
thing.
same thing. But yeah, now
Yeah.
they get like an extra come in for one thing, and they could use it for tons of movies now.
That's what they're claiming, yeah. That's what they're claiming. I mean, they're already definitely doing that on music.
Yep.
I mean, but rappers have been doing that for a long time. They just loop shit and they just take other people's songs and loop that and then talk over it, you know. So it's kind of the same thing. But people now are able to just tell AI, I want this song, and then it does it, which I don't like. I mean, but also, it is what it is. Use the tools you got, I guess.
One of the cousins, he's like a teacher and stuff. He's using it for, you know, like grading classwork and all this and stuff. He's actually using it for work somehow.
Really?
He was talking about it. I just overheard him. I was like, wasn't really getting into the conversation, but I was like, whoa, really? He's
So how does AI can
like do the test,
look at the test or something and be like wrong.
Yeah.
Check mark A.
He's all about it right now. I'm like, I don't even know how to use it. I don't even,
Dude, that's crazy. Do you want to grab another beer out of that?
I'll grab that.
And I'll keep rolling. I should have pulled more over here. Yeah, I mean it's imagine, you know, I've heard that too with like I know a real estate agent that uses it for writing up his reports and writing up house stuff, which is not a bad move. The beers should be in the back, like behind all the bullshit back there. Yeah. Only two, that's fine. That'll do us, and then we're off to the pub, you know. And then we'll have to get whiskey in me finally, you know. 'Cause we smashed the whiskey the other day, and now we're just stuck with beers like sissies, dude. I'll stick with the Modelo. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue. You don't? Oh, okay. All right. That always sucks. I remember, you know, back in the day when I started liking certain beers, and when you go to parties, you had to drink their kegs. When's the last time you had a keg? Last time you sat there and waited in line on a keg or something.
15 years. I don't drink beer anymore.
Oh, is that right?
All I drink is Jack.
All I drink is Tillamook for the most part. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm only really having the beer for the cast with you. Good.
That's the only time I drink it when I come here with
Celebratory beer, I guess we could say. Yeah, but keg beer is garbage. It sucks. It's old usually. It's been sitting in the sun.
back in the days doing cake stands in them.
Keg stand. What does a keg stand do? What does that even do?
I have no idea. It's just show you how tough you are, how long you could drink it upside down.
I don't, it's so. Was it supposed to get you drunk faster or something?
I have no idea.
So stupid, dude. Okay, here's another old person question: are kids partying? Are kids having cakers?
No. I'm looking at all these nieces and nephews and stuff. They're like old souls now. They're like they don't want to go to the bar. They don't want to go out and party. They don't want to go to the crowds for the majority.
I understand that.
I mean, they'll go to certain events, whatever, like Coachella, which that's the one time they go nuts. Otherwise, they don't go to the bar. They don't have parties.
Because these events still have a ton of people. But I guess I do see.
And that's the thing. Now, as being older, I want to stay away from.
Me too. I don't really have a lot of fun at festivals. I don't mind clubs and bars and stuff. I think that's fine. But I don't like the festival, the whole thing. Stand in line. It's too much. It's not even like at the end of it, you go, "Did I really?"
I get irritated.
I go, "Did I even have fun?"
Yeah, when people start bumping into me, I start getting really irritated, and I have to get to a corner.
Because I love the
cigarette and stuff.
I love the bands. I know I'm with you. I just go. I'm getting more irritated really than I'm having fun. I love the bands, and I can't hear them correctly anyways because we're outside and they're playing a shorter set because it's a festival. But people love festivals. I guess they just like them.
See, look, this is how old we are now. Used to love mosh pits. Loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. Well, now I don't want to go near one.
I got the knee, dude. I got the knee. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
Now I get touched wrong in there. I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I'm a grumpy old man now.
Yeah, I mean, Angel and I just went to go see a metal show. At the Palladium, and the Palladium's fine. That's as big as I want to go. I like the Palladium.
But like the Glass House. That's too small though.
I mean,
is all.
Is
that still open?
I think so. I don't think they do shows regularly. I think it's just a one-off every once in a while. I think, but I mean, you kind of get excited now. Like, I got some standing room. You know what I mean? I get to see this band. I got my whiskey in my hand. I get this, But I mean, I guess I'd be in the pit. I guess if my knee wasn't all fucked up. But I mean, we went to this metal show, and I don't really like their music that much, but it's a band I know. But it was interesting. It was like there was only 2 bands, and the place was mostly full, and just me and Angel went because he got free tickets. And but it's funny, the headlining band, I guess, broke a piece of their gear and fucking got pissed and left. So I got to see kind of
all the drama,
a real life drama. On the singer was like, every fucking time, he's like, man, he's like, guys, I try to put on a good show for you. I try to put on a good show, and this fucking shit happens every goddamn time. You know, he's getting all mad. And I was like, I'm enjoying this. Because I'm going, I feel you, brother. I feel that.
Been there, done that.
I've been there. I'm serious, dude. But they didn't even try to finish the show. They just walked off. And
they were just done, like, screw it.
It was funny. The crowd's like, well, I guess that's it. Should we go home? What are we doing?
So, they're the headliner, too, the last one?
They were the headliner. It was their show. It was a fucking, you know, it was one of those shows, you know. But it was just like, I thought that was so funny. That's the first show I've ever been at where the crowd is just looking around. Like, I think even the club didn't know what to do because they didn't turn the lights on. They just left it going. And everyone's
just dumbfounded, like, what?
You start to hear the crowd talk to each other like, was that it? Is that it, guys? And then we just start
you just stand out there waiting for them to come back out? Like,
some were, yeah. Some were like, is there an encore? So there was like a polite little file out. Everyone's just like, it's all quiet. There was no music. You know when a band finishes, the club plays music or so, right? There was nothing. It was quiet. It was so weird. It was so funny. People just like, all right, you just hear the chatter in the crowd. I've never experienced that. That was so fun. At the Palladium, a big place.
Yeah.
So funny, dude. But I have been there. I've been there. I've thrown tantrums on stage. I've seen them. You've seen the tantrum? Dude, I'm getting better as I get older, but the last little tantrum I did, we were playing a little bar in Ventura, and it was going terribly wrong. You know, it was just horrible. And I stopped, and I looked at the crowd, and I go, look at you fucking cocksuckers. And it's just all quiet. I'm like,
did you say that?
I said that in the mic.
Oh, shit.
And I just sit there and go, look at you fucking. I was having a breakdown, dude.
Yeah.
I was drunk. Everything was going terrible. Luckily, this is why I like my band. My band didn't freak out. They were laughing. They thought it was funny. And people were just like, me? You know, and then there's a breakdown part in one of our songs where it's like the liquor we drink and the guns that we wield is one of the breakdown lyrics. And I went, and the liquor that we drink and the guns, and I started pointing at people with the guns. I had but I didn't really freak out too much. I caught myself in the middle of it. I started going, all right, Ian, just let's play the set.
Shake it off. Let's go.
Shake it off. We'll cut it short, and we'll bail. But I was having a mini breakdown.
Yeah, that's just great calling everybody. Look at you, fucking cocksuckers.
My brother still laughs at that. He goes, "What? You remember when you were like?" I stopped. It was silent. I was like, "Look at you, fucking cocksuckers."
That's great.
And it was funny. You start see people going.
Look behind them. Like,
there wasn't
talking to me.
It was in a bar. There was probably, I don't know, 30 people in there. You know, whatever. The bartender's like, "The fuck?" Like, oh, I think Ian's losing it. Like, holy shit. I was.
He needs another shot.
I had a lot. I had a lot. Things were going terribly wrong. The sound was awful. It was just. I thought we were supposed to go on earlier. The bands went late. We went on like at fucking 1:30 in the morning.
Oh,
it was all just a disaster. And
everybody's already sloshed and everything. And
people are sloshed. People are sober, waiting for us to go on. You know, just like shit like that. And it was weird too. Like the bouncers were kind of being weird with me. I don't know. Sometimes it was so weird. I was in there getting hammered, and a bouncer was like, "Hey, let me see your ID." I was like, "Bro, I'm playing tonight. You know, I don't care. Let me see your ID." I go,
and this is why you're already in there and been drinking?
I go, "Bro, I've had like 7 shots." I go, "All right, here you go." He's like, you know, he's just doing this thing. And I'm like, and then he's like, "All right." And then I take it back. I look at my boy. I go, "What the fuck was that?" He's like, "Is he picking on me? Like, what the fuck is this?"
Probably was.
I was like, "What a weird."
I mean, like I said, you've already been there, sitting there drinking forever. And now he's going to ask you for an ID.
I know, that's what I'm saying, and it's a small bar. It's not like you can he just saw me. I mean, he saw me get in. I said, "I'm in for free." I said, "I'm in the band." Hey, whatever. So fucking weird. But you know what, dude? Like, bouncers don't give a fuck about bands anyway, so they don't care. They're just like, maybe they saw someone that was being loud, maybe, and they're just like, you know. But I've had it where I've complained about this on the show, but it is funny. We play the Viper Room all the time, right? And it's funny, they always either forget who I am, and it's odd. It's so me and Jenna play the Viper Room all the time.
Yeah, I always see you guys.
All the time, dude.
Posting and stuff.
Yeah, and but it's funny. It's like the last time we
is this the bouncers or is
the bouncers? Yeah, well, even like the door girls too. Like the bouncers. We just get done sound checking. You know, we're co-headlining the show, and we get done sound checking, so we walk outside out the front there, and all right, we're gonna go back in after we go outside. We get done sound checking. We're gonna go back in and go sit in a tiny little green room they got back there, and so the band goes in and they walk in, and the bouncer goes, "Not you," to me. so the rest of my band goes in. He goes, "Not you." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm in the band." He goes, "Oh, there's a lot of bands in there, man." He's like, "But you're not carrying a guitar, so I don't know if you're in the band." I go, "Bro," I go, "It's my band. I'm on the marquee. I'm right there. There's a poster of my face on it. Like, I'm right." He's like, "You got to go around. You got to go and get in line." So I go and so my brother comes running out. He's laughing. He goes, "I'll come out here with you, bro," because he didn't want me freaking out. But I'm just laughing. I'm just delirious.
Bouncers are getting different now, man. Because I mean, you know me. I've been bouncing how many clubs and doors and over the years, and yes, they're getting weirder and shit.
At least know the.
But now the bouncers now are probably like in their 20s and stuff.
Yeah, he
20s or 30s.
He's a big black dude.
That's why
he looked in his 30s.
Because all his white people look the same.
That could be it. and people do try to sneak in off the street, so that I know. Yeah. I have been sound checking where guys just come in and they're just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it's on Sunset Boulevard.
Yep.
So, but I'm standing in line. I have to stand in line. And not only am I standing in line, I go and walk in, I stand in line, I'm standing out on the side hoping like the door girl sees me. I was like, "Oh, Ian, come here." I get yelled at by the other bouncer. "Hey, get the fucking line. What about standing in line? Don't you understand?" And my brother just starts laughing at me. He's like, I go, "Did I just get yelled at?" He was like, "Yeah." I go, and then so I'm standing in line. 50% of that club is there to see me, to see us play. And so there's people in line going, "Oh shit, Ian, what's up, man? What are you doing?" And I'm just standing in line like you guys, man. So I wait in line, and I'm like, I get to the door. She's like, "Give me your wrist." I'm like, I'm in a go-go, right? And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I know." I go, "Okay, thanks. Can I go in?" And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Thank you."
$20.
I'm like, "Gee, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for letting me in." It's so funny, dude.
It's not like it was back in the days.
I guess not. I think people are just, especially on Sunset, man, I think people see so many bodies and so many idiots.
Well,
you know,
everybody's on drugs down there on the streets and stuff, so it's just it's a shit show.
It's odd because there's still people that go to the show.
I don't see how you lived out in Hollywood for so long.
It was awesome until a point.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, because every time I came out there to go visit, it was just like, I like come out for the weekend or whatever. So I was like, all right, that's enough for me.
Yeah. It is
I'll go back to the suburbs now.
It is a busy feel. There was a time in Hollywood that it was pretty sick, which means like everybody on the street kind of knew each other. There's all these great punk rock bars and rock and roll bars.
When you had your first place right on the Highland.
Yeah, right there on Highland.
You just walk.
Yeah, you could just walk to them. They had these great bars. If I wanted to go play somewhere, I'd just be like, "Hey, can I go do a set?" And they just let me go play or whatever. Yep. Like it was kind of that feel. And every time I went out,
the first place was fun.
Yeah,
and then the other two sucked. And then the last one was cool because you had everything there, though. But
yeah, but it was all the clubs start closing, like rock and roll started disappearing. It was, and your friends started, people your acquaintances, musician acquaintances, are all moving to Texas or whatever the fuck. Like
the hell out of California.
Well, they were starting that early before all this bullshit. I knew people that were like, we're leaving to Texas. And I was like, oh shit. So it became a known thing earlier, even before the fucking pandemic and everything and all that bullshit, man. But now, Austin was, Austin's great too. We were in fucking Austin. We were, Jen and I were just in Austin, and it was cool. It was fun. And Austin can shut the fuck up about their homeless. That homeless is nothing compared to what we got. Shut up about it. I've been hearing them say we have homeless like LA now. No, you don't.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't. Shut up about it.
I just drove to Sam's Club today and stuff and looked down the riverbed and stuff. probably 50 encampments.
just
all on the riverbed.
Just hanging, just all intense and shit.
Yep.
And we, for some reason, or people have businesses, are like, that's cool. Like,
I'm
we'll
not
just
cool with
leave.
that, bro.
I'm not cool with it either. But if they're in front of my house or my business,
And
I'm
these
like,
are behind their houses.
that's my point. What if
In the riverbed.
That's
yeah,
what-
they want to hop my back fence. Well, I'm going to shoot them if they hop my back fence. But
Not even that. Even if they're around,
Yep.
I go,
Yeah.
You're not here. And most of these, because I was in North Hollywood, there would be people that are setting up, and all I do, I don't even have to threaten. I just go, hey,
Yep.
and they'll leave. They just leave. They're really not trying to. Most of them are like ex-tweakers and tweakers. They're all fucked up already, anyways. They don't want the problem. All you got to do is be like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Then I started saying that there's a parking fee. Mm-hmm. Like there's a fee, and it's $10 a day. And then people are like, oh, fuck that. You know. So I was like, I'm gonna make some money on this shit. But
once you know they have that $10
they probably do.
because the government pays them like $400 to $600.
Yeah, I see
a
them with
month.
cell phones and shit. They
Yep.
got fucking cell phones. But
No, I've seen this one on one video and stuff. This person had like 3 tents together, had a projector TV, had a little camping
Yeah, I've seen
kitchen,
it.
and just
I've seen it.
wood floors. I'm like, damn,
it's kind of impressive.
That's
Yeah.
better when I go camping. and
It's
stuff.
kind of impressive, dude. Yeah,
It
I mean,
is.
it's like you're
You
pretty.
know, you got wood floors in your tent. I'm like,
Holy
damn,
shit.
that's cool.
And they're mopping. He's all,
Yeah.
he's on his knees mopping the floor. But see, it's like I don't blame. I know it is definitely our government, but I'm blaming the people. We as the government's always trying to take from you. I'm blaming us. Don't take that shit. Go out there, and I'm not saying you got to shoot up their fucking tent, but be like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Or hire somebody or whatever. Don't allow it to be. Don't allow it. We're allowing it. Us people are allowing it.
We're not really. No, it's the government. It's Newsom's allowing it.
No, I know, but
He's paying them to do it.
No,
That's why people are coming from out of state.
Yeah.
Coming to California, they're like, yeah, I'd rather be homeless here because they pay me $600 a
Right.
month to be homeless here.
right. But let's say we as the business owners are allowing it.
Yep.
Or I'm not even saying don't go the lame thing. Oh, I'm going to go to right Congress. You tell the people, hey, get out of here.
Oh, I'll just come out there with my hose and everything. Start
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
That's
gonna piss them off. They're gonna come break my window, and then I'm gonna come back and hurt them.
but they won't break your window. I've told many fucking tweakers be like, get the fuck out. They just leave.
Yep.
I mean, maybe I've been lucky, but they usually just bail.
I've never had to really deal with them, so I don't know.
So it's like, I go, get the fuck out of here, dude.
They're not posting up in my front yard.
Yeah, I mean, they're not, for the most part, this area ain't having it, but what I'm saying is, like, even...
Well, downtown LA, I work out there on the Thursdays,
God,
and
dude.
like I'm working on these multi-million-dollar apartments, and it's outside is beautiful and that, but then the outside you
Yep.
see
crazy.
homeless everywhere.
It's crazy. I mean, I've seen it earlier, too, like, especially in downtown L.A., these guys are paying $3,000 for, like, a loft, right?
It's $4,500 now.
$4,500 for a loft, and then they come down and their girlfriend's getting fucking yelled at by some crazy homeless.
Yep.
It's like, what am I paying for? What am I paying for?
That's why I wouldn't live out there.
This is crazy. No, L.A. still got somehow the mystique or something, or people still married to it. And I keep trying to get everybody I know that I knew there to be like, fucking, come on, man, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well,
Go to
I
Long
know-
Beach at least.
Well, I know a lot of it, like with those apartments I'm working at.
Yeah.
It's all college kids.
Yeah,
And all over the
parents are
world.
paying it.
Because it's right by USC.
These poor parents. Now, here's my next question. Me, like, if I'm a parent and my daughter wants to go study abroad in L.A., I'm going, well, that's a hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I go, that's a hell no, and let me tell you why. I go, for one, those schools are fucked up, but two, I know my daughter's going to be getting at least verbally assaulted on a daily basis,
If not worse.
if not worse. So my question to the parents is, how are they allowing that to happen?
Because the parents don't know what it's what's really
They
like.
don't? How do you know?
Because
how do you not know?
Because
You don't check as a parent?
Well, they think Hollywood, like
They got to know it's
Hollywood,
full of shit. They got to know it's bullshit
they
now.
think in that areas are going to be nice.
They got to...
Because a lot of these people, they were all over the country and all over the world, China. Yeah. They're just everywhere. And
You know what sucks is I watched the Entourage the other day, and I was like, oh, man,
I miss that.
I miss that Hollywood. Like, even that was the little fake Hollywood.
that
but
show.
That's a great show, dude.
Yeah.
I watched it, I was like, I watched episode 1, and they made Hollywood look like it's just all hot girls. Everyone's high-fiving you as you walk by. It's like they make it look
drive
like
around in your convertible and stuff.
everyone's got a Maserati, which may have... I love Maseratis still, and I think probably from that show. I think so. Every time I see a Maserati, I go, "Fuck yeah, love them." But it still boggles my mind where it's like, yeah, my daughter's studying at USC. At least do Pepperdine or whatever, where it's Malibu.
Oh yeah,
at least do Malibu, right? In downtown LA. Yep. Are you fucking crazy? Plus the educations are garbage.
Oh, yeah.
These kids come out talking some crazy shit. You're like, what? These kids come out hating their own parents. They're like, you know what, Dad, you're part of the problem. Dad's like, what the hell?
Yep, especially if they're coming from back east and stuff and going to school here.
Yeah, so their parents work their whole lives. Their parents work their whole lives, and then their kids come back saying shit like you and your corporate. And the dad's like, my corporate? I own a small business. We sell, we sell paper. What are you talking about?
And it paid for you to go to school.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I sell tires.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? It's funny I said sell tires because I conversate sometimes with the tire shop off of my old place when I lived in the castle in Long Beach. There's a tire shop over there. And last time his name's Victor. He's a good guy. Anyways, I heard him complaining about his daughter was saying, like at the dinner table. Uh-huh. And he's like, yeah, she was saying shit like, oh, this corporate world, and he's like, should I quit my job because then you can't go to school anymore?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what you want.
Get a car.
And he's like, I sell tires for God's sake. I'm putting you through school for selling tires.
Kids are getting brainwashed nowadays by the teachers.
I heard it, dude. I've heard my little sister say some crazy shit too in the past. Now, luckily, years have gone by, and she's like, what the fuck was that? And I go, I know, it's all right. Yep. But college will have you say some crazy shit. And in fact, she said something that was recently, and I immediately go, was one of your fucking sissy ass professors telling you that? She goes, yeah. And I go, it's a dumb college thing you just said. That's dumb, exactly. Right? It's dumb. And my brother, even that even killed my brother because it was something about sports. Basically, she said like her college professor says every athlete after sports is mentally ill and wants to kill himself or go into depression because they're dumb, right?
Wow.
And I was like, well, that's because your college professor's a sissy.
Yep.
And I go, do you know how hard it is to become a professional ball player? You know how much drive and passion, and most of these guys start businesses after. Anyways, I kind of gave her the business on it, and then my brother, that one gets my brother because they're talking about sports, And I was like, that's one of your sissy ass things. And she was like, yeah. I go, well, look. I go, okay. Just think about that.
A lot of people that can't, what they do, they teach.
When you can't do, you teach. That is a fact. That is definitely a fact. Or see, I always found I wanted retired. I think retired people should teach.
Oh yeah.
When you're
know
older,
life, they know what's going on.
Not a 22-year-old fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I took with our friend Dave. I took recording classes at Long Beach City. I still have the notes. The notes are wrong. It's literally wrong. The teacher is full of shit, and we were learning nonsense.
Yep.
He has no fucking idea because now I know everything, right? I mean, I kind of do. I kind of know everything about recording and frequencies and things like that. I've studied many years.
Doing it for years. So,
I've been running studios. I've been doing this a long time. And looking back, that dipshit didn't know anything.
Yep.
And he's taking our money, and we're like, oh, yeah, taking notes. Like, the frequency. And the frequencies are wrong. It's bullshit. And you go, well, maybe that was his idea. No, frequencies are what they are. There's no...
When you can't do, you teach.
Literally can't. This guy is just fooling a bunch of kids or somebody, dude. It's fucking...
They fooled you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't use...
At
the time, yeah. I mean, luckily I had Dave. Dave was kind of smart at those things, But even he was fooled. We didn't know what the fuck we were teaching, doing dumb bullshit. It was dumb class. But anyways, schools, man, I think schools, like our school fucking hated our guts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They really did. They hated our guts.
They didn't really teach us much of anything that we use in real life.
Right. I don't remember.
I got in construction. I learned that from my dad.
It was, at one point, maybe you did, but no one ever asked me in school, what do you want to do when you grow up? What's your passion? What do you want to do?
Yep.
Did you ever get asked that? Me neither.
Yeah, they're supposed to go see a guidance counselor. Talk about it on TV and stuff. They never did that to us.
I've never seen it. I think they skipped our years, man.
Yep.
And so it would be like, and then what you do is you say some shit like, oh, I want to be a musician or whatever, right? And they go, well, okay. you may not be a musician and may not be able to make all that money. Let's just have a backup plan. Here's other things you can do in music. Let's study all that. That'd be a great counselor. Or construction. I want to run a construction company. Oh, okay. These are things you're going to need. Why are we learning bullshit that is ultimately bullshit by teachers who are depressed and ultimately go turn into women or something? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's fucking crazy, dude. What a shitty school. Now I'm all fired up. Now I'm getting all angry. All right, let's close this out, brother. Down the hatch, man. We're going to go hit the pub. Oi.
Double this beer and it's a whiskey.